Welcome back to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast, where we think we know everything, but really we don't know shit. But what we do know is we're going to have a great show today. We have some wonderful and beautiful guests that are going to give us their take on our beloved Chicago Bears from Mexico. Yes, the team is international. We are going to London this season. We're going to London, but we have ladies from Mexico in the house. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. I was thinking about it all day. Today, the weather was kind of weird. We had a little bit of rain. The sun was peeking while it was raining. It was kind of weird, man. Then I saw a rainbow. I was like, I wonder where the fuck that goes to. And it looked like it ended in Roseland. So if there was a pot of gold at the end of that rainbow, they took that shit. They took that shit immediately in Roseland. So, but I was thinking about this show all day. And I can't wait to get into it. We're going to talk about some ladies college basketball. And we have some new talent coming to Chicago. Oh my God. Will we create a winning culture? Speaking of a winning culture, the Bears got dissed for having a losing culture the other day. Yeah, so we're going to get into that with a post-it note, and I'll let you know who said it. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a great show. I cannot wait. So let's go.
You are now rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse podcast, where they think they know everything, but honestly, they don't know shit.
These summer league games and they tell you about these new up and coming coaches.
I think we should get rid of every motherfucking owner in Chicago.
Enzo and Caruso, both when they are on the court, are like your defensive generals.
But they need to get that strong safety who's not scared to hit somebody.
They really don't know shit.
No, we don't know shit. We really don't. But we do know that the Bears are probably going to take Caleb with that first pick. But we don't know what the fuck are they going to do with that number 9? Are they going to trade? Are they going to try to pick up Odunze, or however you say his name? Neighbors, if he's available? What are they going to do with that number 9 pick? I can't wait until the draft comes. So all of this shit is put to rest, and we finally know there's no more mock drafts. There's no more what if, what are they going to do? None of that shit. We're finally going to know. But some good shit comes from number 9. I just learned that Brian Urlacher was chosen at number 9. So some good shit. You can get some really good players, I guess, at number 9. So I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see if they keep the pick, who they're gonna choose. If they trade the pick, what they're gonna trade it for. And we have these lovely ladies to talk about it with. And of course, in the chat, you all could talk about it too. We'll try to get to every question, every comment. But if we don't, please charge it to my head and not my heart, or my heart and not my head. One of those two. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, please don't get mad. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my best to get to everybody. But if I don't get mad at me. All right. So let me bring in my all-star team, man. First up, you know what it is. My man who has all the stats, basketball and football, 80s and 90s. My man, JB.
Tell you
What up, JB?
What's the word?
Man, I really like you on the streak now. You coming in with energy, man. Wow, I like this.
I'm no, don't get too excited. I'm
Uh-oh.
No, I'm watching. I'm conflicted right now because it's playoff basketball going on. So I got the Lakers and the Pelicans on right now. And
yeah, I forgot about that.
So the Lakers are winning, which I'm happy for because I want LeBron to lose in the next round to Denver. But part of me also wants to like be real petty. Let them lose this game. Let them lose the next game to Steph and let them get up out of here. Go on, retire, man. Get up out of here.
Super petty.
So I want to root for the Lakers again, man. I can't root for him while he's on that team. I just can't do it.
Damn, man.
And I hope, like we touched on a little bit last week, I hope he leave his son alone, man. Real talk. Leave the kid alone. Let him develop.
That much hate for LeBron, man?
Hey, man, sometimes, you know, what they say with the queen off with her head, it's time, man.
Is LeBron a queen?
Queen James, yeah.
Oh, okay. We'll talk about that offline. All right, so let's get another all-star up in here before all kinds of hell breaks loose. My man who probably has the foulest mouth in the city, and I know he's probably going to be out the chain tonight because one of his favorite people is drafted to the Chicago Sky. So he's probably going to have a foul mouth about that, but we'll see. Let's bring him in. Foul mouth. See.
What's going on, fellas?
What up, foul mouth?
What up?
Nothing much.
What's up, Grogu?
Bro, say what's up to the people. Quiet today?
All right, well, don't start talking when we don't want you to,
Hey.
motherfucker.
You know he gonna lift your ass up with the force now.
Hey, Foul, you not too happy about Bayou Barbie coming to the shot?
Hey, I got no problem. With her coming to the shot. I think that was a big move. The only problem I had with her, like I told people before, was, you know, just don't try to play the victim when you embrace the villain role. It's bad taste to come up with excuses for the reason why you lost, talking about mental health and all this type of stuff, bring that up after you just lost. Because we know if you would have won, well, none of that shit would have came up. That's all. Right. All that shit. So welcome to Chicago. You'll get a taste of the city life, baby.
Oh, she gonna get humbled real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Real quick.
How do you really feel, Chris?
Hey, I like it. I like her and
Cardozo to me was a bigger signing. I mean, a bigger draft. Cardozo,
yeah.
That was the big one for me.
That's a big girl. Woo. Man, can't go short jabbing. Can't short jab that one. That one's tall.
I climbed that tree.
That's
yeah.
Did I say that?
Right? Teresa
I said that out loud. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Westbrook. She's 6'7", T.
6'8". Ain't nothing but a short climb.
Hey. Yeah.
All right, let's bring in our next all-star. He got that Hawk talk, and I think he's gonna talk a little bit about the Hawks tonight.
Talking about D-Badon.
Even though I think the season is over with, but we'll still talk about
it. It was always started.
Frank.
Wait, is it over with?
Frank.
I think they got one more game left. Well, yeah, it's over with. They clinched the second best record in the NHL.
It's over.
So they're going to get a top pick again next year.
They are tops. They are going to be second best odds to land the number 1 pick again.
Oh, let's go.
I'm happy about that. So
Look,
we'll
Frank, you over
break
there
that down
blushing
in the
and
Hawk
shit.
Talk. What's up, guys? I'm myself am
It's
happy that
over, dog.
they're rebuilding the Twin Towers here in Chicago, is what they're saying with Angel Reese and Cardozo. I like that, how they said that. It's like the new Twin Towers here in Chicago. I love what Cardozo said in her interview too, where she was like, she's like, ain't nobody gonna be getting rebounds against us, that's for sure.
Like I said, I'm more impressed with the Cardozo pick because of what she brings, the tutelage she got from Dawn Staley and everything. I mean, Angel Reese, I don't want to sound like I'm a hater, but she's cool.
She's got that passion. I like that. She's got that passion regardless.
But she gonna have to realize this is the big leagues now.
Absolutely.
This ain't no crying to kill Mookie to save you. You got to come on and play.
If you lose, you lose. We don't need another female LeBron James in the WNBA who's going to be crying like a little wimp every time he loses a game.
All right, so this is what I think. I think we should table this later because we have some lovely ladies in the back, and I think we should get them out in the front.
Agreed.
And we're going to talk some Bears with them and pick their brains. First of all, I want to know how all of it started. It's pretty cool. So let's bring them in here. First, we're going to bring in Almas.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Welcome.
Good, and you?
Good.
Oh, good. We good over here. Just a little rain outside, but
it's a little rain.
Yeah, we don't got that pretty Mexico, California type weather that they have. Our weather's
man, I wish.
I'm facing Northern California, so it's starting to get like a little bit warm.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And then we have 2 of 3, Ms. Heidi.
Hello.
Hi, Heidi.
Hey. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you.
Happy to have you too.
We are happy to have you.
Thank you so
we
much.
need a little female talk.
Yeah, classes join up a little bit.
You may want to shut us up soon, but it's okay. We will manage.
So
because we talk a lot.
The first question I'd like to ask, as my voice cracks and shit, I like to know, how did Bears Girls podcast come about? Because you all are Bears fans, right?
Yes.
Right. Well, obviously. So how did the podcast come about?
Alma?
Okay, so the first thing is that the 3 of us, Nasle, Heidi, and myself, we met on Twitter because we all are Chicago Bear fans. Then Heidi and I, we were on a WhatsApp group, and we started being friends because all the members were guys, and we were the 2 only ladies.
Uh-huh.
So then we started to making a friendship, and then we added Nasle to our group, and one day we were just I think wondering and talking about anything, and we realized that there were many podcasts or information, but only for guys, that we know many women that maybe would like to know more about the sport, the football, but I have many friends that they say to me I would like to watch the Super Bowl because it's the only game that they watch. And I'm like, yeah, but you try to explain them, and it's hard, because for us it's been years of watching games and rules and everything. And even though we don't know a lot, everything. So we realized that we wanted to have more information by women to help make this community big,
Uh-huh.
And then we started thinking about the name. We have a partnership with another podcast, the Fanaticosos, that they were born before like a couple of years ago, and now like we are like together, like the boys and girls in this all the Chicago Bears, right, Katie? Or did I miss something about?
No, yeah, exactly. Fanaticosos started the very first podcast dedicated to the Chicago Bears in Spanish. There are maybe two more, but Fanaticosos was the first, and I joined them, and then I started joining them always on the shows and everything. They were just recorded podcasts, not live shows like this one.
Okay.
And but after that came Alma's story, and she told me one day, "Hey, what if we start a only women podcast?" And this is not for women only, of course, but we want people to know that, especially in Mexico and Latin countries, because there are people from Spain and from Chile, Argentina, and many other countries Spanish speaking countries, that they have to know that there are women that do like football and are knowledgeable, and in every level, because there are all kinds of levels of fandom. There's a fan that only sits on their couch and watches football and likes it, and the fans that know the players and know the plays and things like that. So we wanted to know, we wanted people to know that there are many women that like football.
Okay.
So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Let me ask you guys this: like, how did you become Bears fans? Are you like, do you have family originated from Chicago, or did you just fall in love with a player all of a sudden, and then all of a sudden, you know, you like how does, like, that's what we like to know, is how does it go that far?
You, Katie, first.
Okay, my story comes first because I'm the old one. Yeah, that's the truth. My dad was a huge NFL fan. He was a Redskins fan. Back in the day in Mexico, you couldn't watch all the games as you can today. So he watched as many games as he could, and he was a Redskins fan. And he had three daughters, but I was the only one that liked football and started watching games with him. Not only watching, this is gonna sound ancient. I used to listen to games on only speaking only English speaking only radio station in Mexico City, was called Radio VIP. So we used to sit and listen to the games in English. I grabbed one or two or three words. That was it, because I was maybe 7 years old, and I didn't give a damn about what I was listening to, but I was with my dad. And he started teaching me about football and about all the players and the plays and the teams and everything. And so, and my nickname was, when I was a little girl, was Oso, which is bear in Spanish. So I started liking football. And when I realized there was a football team that had my name on it because I was also, I said, hey, this is my team. So that's how I became a Bears fan. I was before an NFL fan before I was a Bears fan. But that's my story. And the rest is history.
That's nice. That's you don't really hear too much about that. Like, since your name was Bear and you decided there was a team that was named the Bears,
exactly.
so you decided to be your
no
team. That's
family,
great.
no connection with Chicago whatsoever. This was just my nickname.
Well, we happy to have you as a Bears fan.
And I am somehow glad my dad didn't push me to be a Commanders. Now Commanders.
We don't say Commanders on this show. We don't say Commanders on this show.
Okay. I wanted to be politically correct, but okay.
It sounds like a pair of underwear, honestly.
I am glad he didn't push me to be a Redskins fan.
Right.
Alma.
and myself, I have an older brother. He's a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Ouch.
So I grew up, and my mom is also, she's a Dallas Cowboys fan. So I grew up just knowing the Dallas Cowboys for me and Michael Jordan, and that's it.
Go.
That's the only thing that I knew about Chicago.
It's a good thing to know, right?
Yeah. So the first time that I went to Chicago was back on 2010, I think so, and I fell in love with the city. I was just like, this city is so beautiful, so amazing. So I just asked my brother, like, which are all the teams that are here from Chicago? He was just like, well, I think they have the Chicago Bears, and then the Cubs, and the Chicago Bulls, and I was just like, okay, I'm going to root for the Chicago Bears because they are like, Chicago is my favorite city. So, and he was just like, but this is the first city that you know of the US. And I'm like, yeah, but I love it. Like, I fell in love with the city.
We don't win shit. We don't win shit.
We try very hard, though. We try very hard.
Not win.
My Blackhawks won 3 in 6 years, man. We gotta give them a break. We can say the Bears don't win.
We don't win shit.
Sorry. No, I even the Cowboys, they are like.
It's true. Cowboy fan too. So
yeah, but I was just like, okay. So that was back in 2010, maybe something. And then since that day, I started like following the team. I was living in Mexico, and so with work and everything, I couldn't be like watching all the games, like, because I was in a lot of stuff. And then I live closer to San Francisco, so my husband is a 49er fan. So I also follow a lot of 49ers because I live pretty close to the Bay Area. And that's it. But my main team is the Chicago Bears. Like, I root for them always, even though the game between Niners and Chicago, I was just like, I'm rooting for the Bears always. I always root for the Bears. So that's
we won
story.
that game.
Oh,
we did win that game.
Yes,
in a monsoon, we did win that game.
And we have another game this coming season.
Yes, it's coming.
It's in
San Francisco this year.
Yeah, it's in San Francisco. Yeah.
So your house is pretty divided then when the Bears play 49.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
and my last name is Romo. So
Romo.
Romo.
Wow.
So that's the reason why your husband is. Oh no, you said your brother is a Cowboys fan. Sorry, never mind.
No, but he has been a Dallas Cowboy fan like since I remember. We used to live in Texas many years ago. So my dad went to study over there, and we lived very close to Texas A&M. Mm-hmm. So that's the team of college that like we root for, but I don't follow up a lot of the college football. But my last name is Romo, so my brother and I, we make the joke that we are Tony Romo's family. That's not true. But
I might get you free drinks at a bar.
Are you proud?
Kicked out. I don't know.
Yes, I'm really proud. I have my jersey and with the Romo and the number 9, and I'm proud.
So let's get back to the podcast for a second. So, do you all do 2 different ones? One in Spanish and then one in English, or you just do one in Spanish and then it has subtitles?
It's mostly in Spanish, but we do have English speaking guests. So then it's all in English. And we're figuring out the way to put subtitles for both, for people that don't speak English, so they can understand what we're talking about in English, and vice versa. That's we're you're working that out. So maybe
because I would love to watch, but I wouldn't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
You would have a lot of fun, believe me. When the 3 of us are together and Nasle is not here, oh my God, you would have lots of fun.
But that would need to be an English one. We need that one.
Lots of fun, that's a great idea. We should, Alma. We should have one in English.
I think that we make a lot of jokes, but in Spanish, because like
Yeah, because
You
it's
know?
our first language. It's not easy to joke or to. We don't swear a lot. I do.
No,
I'm the black sheep of the family. I'm the
We
one
we
that
literally
He
swears.
have
does.
somebody on our
He swears a lot.
panel called Foul Mouth. I wonder why. Like, like,
And I love it.
He
Of course
swears
I love
all
it.
the fucking time. All the fucking time.
But we're girls, so we have to behave and be dainty and nice.
No, you don't.
not on
but
here, you don't.
that-
You shouldn't
no,
have to anywhere.
believe me, I won't. I don't know about Alma, but Alma, you have to be yourself because I know you.
No. Just like
See, but yeah, we that's a great idea to have a full show in English for English speaking fans.
yes, yeah, we can make it like work, like the
Even if
three
you
of
did
us.
English subtitles would have been fine too. Because I mean, then people might understand Spanish a little bit better. I'm Puerto Rican and I don't know a damn thing about Spanish. My mom speaks Spanish fluently, and I only know swear words. So if you guys swear enough in Spanish, I might be able to get that.
Oh well, you'll get there.
So let me ask you guys this. This
Number
is
one.
a more serious question.
Okay.
You all are women talking about a male-dominated sport. So do you get a lot of flack from guys saying, "Oh, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about"? Y'all don't get a lot of that.
No, the community that we are, the Bears, at least at Mexico, and I think also in the US, Katie can speak more about the US fans or fan base. I think no, actually, we are very, I think, respected, and
Good.
they never make us like less. They are always just like, I think, Toño, who is the one of the founders of Fanaticosos, he is very trying to make everyone like a big community. He doesn't even care if you're a male or a woman or whatever. He's
Right.
just like, we are all in this together. We're a fan base. We root for the same team. So no, I think we luckily been like, I've never felt like that somebody's been disrespectful with me or even with Katie or Natalie.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, no,
That's
it
good.
hasn't. It happened to me once or twice on Twitter, but this is way apart from the show or the podcast. I was sent to make to the kitchen to make sandwiches many times, and I
To-
say yes. By the way, I am a great cook. So what do you know?
Best
There are
answers you can give right there. That's just the shove it up your ass type right there.
exactly. There are ways to give people what they what they deserve without being disrespectful and telling them, hey, I'm not dumb. Yes, I am a woman, but I'm not dumb. And as you, this is your slogan. We don't know shit, and we may know a lot. There are like no right answers. Not even GMs have the right answers. They
No.
they fuck up very very often. So
Absolutely.
exactly.
Especially in
So and they are
Chicago.
men. Most of they are men. So and I am not judging them for being men. I am just judging you because you fucked up, not
Yeah.
because you are a man. So that's the way we think. And no, we have been very well respected and lucky in that way.
Awesome. Hey Heidi, what kind of sandwiches?
Maybe just be close to the screen for that.
That was a
French
joke.
dip
That was a joke.
sandwiches. French dip sandwiches are my best, which are pretty much like Chicago. I don't know, Italian beef.
Oh,
Italian
okay.
Oh
That's what's up.
shit. You making Italian beefs?
Yeah, because it's my business. I sell food. I cook.
Oh,
That's my
okay.
business. So whenever they send me to the kitchen, I just laugh. Yeah, okay.
Oh.
I'm actually in the kitchen.
I love being in the kitchen.
Yes.
Oh, you too? You love being
No, and I cook, but I'm not like Katie. But yeah, I cook like I need to eat, so I cook Mexican food.
See, we look at that as like a different perspective. Where we heard somebody say that, we would just be like, "Oh wow!" We would just go slap the shit out of somebody if they came on a show and said some shit like that.
No, like for us, it has been like I think all our male friends are very. I learned actually more about the American like football because one of my ex-boyfriends he taught me like the rules. He sat with me, so I think like back in Mexico, like it's pretty common to receive like bad comments, about like you are women, you don't know how to cook, you only cook, you don't know about any sports. But I think like us, we have made like a community that is very nice to us, and also in our lives, people like we always try to say like this is our opinion. We don't have like there's no like how do I say it, like
a right or a wrong
the
one,
right. Yeah, like this is our point of view, and that's it. Like we're going to laugh in here, we're going to say a lot of jokes and try to make it like easy, like because being a Chicago Bear it's like not easy,
No,
like,
it's not.
so
A lot of alcoholics out there because of this fucking team.
Like
So we
JB,
try,
he's
A
drinking
lot of
right
people
now.
down and down whiskey like it's nothing right now.
JB, it makes him drink all the time.
Yep.
He always has some Moors in his hand.
Salud, JB.
That's called promotion, product development.
But it tastes good.
Tastes great.
Yeah. And it hurts less.
Tastes great, hurts less.
That's a good promo right
Morris
there.
beer.
That's a good promo.
There you go.
So let's get into some Chicago Bears talk. So what do you think? Well, I'm pretty sure you all know that the Bears are going to go with Caleb Williams with the number 1 pick. But what do you think they're going to do with that number 9 pick?
I actually want to hear what their point of view is on that number 1 pick. How do they feel about Caleb
Okay,
Williams?
let's start with that.
Yeah. How do they feel about it? We all know how JB feels about Caleb Williams. But I want to
JB, put that down, man. He gone.
Tell him,
Oh,
JB.
He gone.
Oh, y'all talking about Caleb Manziel? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Alma?
okay. So the three of us, we were a huge fan of Justin Fields. We felt so bad when we knew he was leaving. We didn't root a lot for Williams, but because we were like a big fans of Justin Fields, we wanted to stay one more year in the team, right?
We wanted to see him with an actual team around him.
Yes,
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, exactly. So we were pretty sad about that when we like figure it out. But then I'm speaking for myself. I'm pretty excited because I think they are making a team. They are bringing some very good players from other teams. So I think that's going to help Williams. He's going to be like the first year, it's going to be like the big leagues and he's going to be like in the professional team. Katie knows me better, but I'm not like a very rude with the players. Like I try like to be more comprehensive about them. Like, okay, this is their first year. Let's take like with there's no rush. Like I would love to win a lot of games, but at the same time I understand that he's new. So I'm
you're
pretty
patient.
excited.
You're patient.
Yes, a lot.
You are one of the very few percentages of Bears fans
we
who
are
can say
not
they're patient right now.
We are not.
Bears fans have been patient a long time.
Yes, I know, but I'm excited. I feel excited for Williams. Maybe he has done some weird things or whatever, but I'm giving him like a chance for with the team.
We just gotta hope that Hollywood shit doesn't come into the Chicago Bears locker room because that shit don't happen here in Chicago.
Exactly.
But if you win, hey, all said and done, I just want to win, man. That's all I want is to win.
Yeah, we talked about that on our last show. That if he's gonna get into a locker room that has him under the radar, if that's a saying.
Under a radar.
Yes, and because they loved Justin Fields, he was a great leader, and he made the team. They loved him. So this is a stranger that took just your friend's job. So he's gonna be under the radar, and they're not gonna let him be a diva.
Beautifully said.
Okay, that's what
said.
I think. He may be a diva now, but I think that the team won't let him, and it has happened with many other players. In our case, the most recent one was Chase Claypool. Everybody was complaining about him wearing a dress or wearing a handbag or this and that. And I said, hey, if he plays perfect, if he plays well, I don't care what he wears, but he didn't. So we have been very battered about this. We are Bears fans. So it's only natural that we have this, like, hey, please first go and win games for us, prove your worth, and then we won't complain about your nails or your dresses or your pink telephone case or anything. Just please first come
the fuck Utah nails, and then he goes out and loses.
JB, we had a player like that on the Bulls, right? Can you tell him?
No.
We did.
That guy was a Hall of Fame great player.
I cannot let you do that.
Proved himself, so he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
I cannot let you do that because we're talking about a kid coming in that's done nothing, as opposed to Dennis Rodman, who was already established and had a Hall of Fame career prior to him coming here. He came here and was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna start doing stuff.
Exactly.
Detroit Dennis, straight laced.
Maybe people shouldn't have an issue with him painting his nails or dressing in a certain way, because it doesn't harm anyone. But it's a culture. It's a culture, and most of people don't like that.
Well,
I don't care. Personally, I don't care. And yeah, exactly. So.
And it's not taboo to talk about that, because here's the thing. If it becomes a distraction, then it's a problem. As long as it's not a distraction, I don't care if he comes in a toga. Hell, as long as he gets on the field and wins some games, I don't care what he does. But don't bring that Hollywood diva bull here to Chicago, because we don't play that. You got to earn your keep first.
It's different.
You got to earn your keep first.
Yes,
but in speaking from me, I'm not as hyped as I was back then with Justin Fields, just because we have been fooled many times. I wish Fields would have stayed and played with this team, but he's not here anymore. So I'm gonna root for this guy and hope for the best. And if he's not the best, well, many fans that came at me when I was sad because they traded Fields, they're gonna listen to me big time, and I don't care. I want to listen to foul mouth. You are too quiet.
Foul mouth keeps his cool until he explodes on something. That's pretty much.
Foul mouth was
he's just watching us.
We can't hear you.
We can hear you.
Can't hear you, Foul. Maybe that's why we're not talking. You're not on mute though. No,
we can't hear you.
If you got a phone call, it probably knocked you off, bro. Yeah.
Okay. He'll be back.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now, man.
Welcome
Welcome to the show.
The goddamn kids, man. She got her phone hooked up to this damn iPad, and her friends be calling and FaceTiming and shit. And next thing I know, shit go haywire. You either can't hear me or I can't hear you. So
Foulmouth was actually a Caleb Williams hater. Ain't that right, Foulmouth?
Pretty
No,
sure
I
we
wasn't
all
a
were.
hater.
No, hater.
I'm pretty
No, I
sure we
wasn't a
all
hater.
were at first, but
I wasn't a hater. I
No,
just
he
didn't.
wasn't.
I'm like you guys. How you felt, Heidi? I felt, and I'm just gonna call you because I don't want to fuck up your name. Or Romo,
Alma.
Miss Romo. There we
Miss
go.
Romo.
Okay. I was just like you guys. I really felt that Justin Fields didn't get a fair shot here. I thought they should have built a team around him to see what he was capable of. I wasn't all that a fan of Caleb Williams. I think that he's a guy that plays a lot of his weaknesses are some of the same things that they were talking about as far as Justin Fields' weaknesses, not being able to throw on time, leaving the pocket early. What else they say? Sometimes not being able to read defenses or blase. So yes, I thought that they should have built behind Justin, let him see what he can do with this team, finally have some wide receivers and, a complete team around, see what he can do. But, as they decided, Caleb Williams, the so-called anointed one, who they think can, as my favorite saying goes, they think that he can walk on water and shit. He's going to come to Chicago and walk on Lake Michigan and go to Soldier Field and feed 60,000 fans with 3 pieces of fish and some bread. So, yeah, I'm with you, ladies. We gonna wait and see.
Yeah, but and we're kind of. I know he's a rookie, but I'm kind of expecting big things from him as a rookie.
Doubt. Yeah.
When you're walking, I mean, they say this all over the place, and I agree with this. Like, he is walking into the greatest situation any number one overall pick quarterback has ever walked into.
Ever.
Like, he is not walking into a number 1 receiver. He's walking into 2 number 1 receivers, 2 very damn good tight ends, a very, very damn good running back, and a young defense that finished top 5 in the NFL the second half of the season. So, I mean, you got no freaking excuses to at least try to pull a playoff run in you. I'm not saying we're Super Bowl rookie year, but we got to at least think playoff rookie year with this lineup.
Yeah, compared to CJ Stroud and the Texans. That's like my goal, my personal fan goal this year.
Yeah, play like CJ, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely take that. But the big difference is comparing the two is CJ actually won big games in college.
That is true.
I had to come out and say it.
And that I
CJ won big games in college.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams did.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams did this when he played against big teams. He was not a good quarterback when he played against top 25 teams. So that can't be ignored.
No.
But I'm with all of you guys as well. I mean, it's over. Fields was traded. We know we're taking Caleb. I wish for nothing but the best because I want to freaking win. That's all I care about.
I just hope that he doesn't come in with that mindset like he's bigger than what he really is. I remember this taking you back now. There was this movie called The Replacements with Keanu Reeves. Are you all familiar?
Absolutely, we are.
And there was this one part in the movie.
Great movie, ladies, if you haven't seen it.
Where the actual starting quarterback, Eddie Martell, did something. The coach called a play. Quarterback, I don't like that play, threw the ball away, got off the field. Coach was like, what are you doing? Blah, 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 blah. I didn't call that, blah, blah, blah. And you know what the quarterback said? Hey, man, that's how I play. Deal with it. I hope that's not the type of diva mentality, the type of Hollywood mentality that young man brings here, because he will not last long. Neither will Ryan Poles and neither will Eberflus if he's acting like that. And we don't need that here in Chicago.
And if that happens, we're right back to square one with a new general manager and a new head coach.
We need humility.
Another young quarterback, and we're right back to where we were again.
Yeah, just rinse and repeat.
Rinse and repeat is terrible. There's no way to win.
That's what the
Bulls are doing.
What puzzles me is that they left they kept Eberflus. That's a head
A
scratcher.
lot of people
for
were
me.
shocked in that. I was too. I think if the defense didn't do so well the second half of the season, he wouldn't have been here.
Yeah.
I think the defense
You're
pretty
right.
much
Yes.
saved him an extra year.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think he's going to get his 2 years too. I don't think they're going to go through that same
I don't
process.
think they are either.
You know, getting him here, let him play his third year, and if he does terrible, fire him, and then bring in another head coach who didn't draft this quarterback and go through that cycle all over again.
But see,
Yeah,
I'm
no.
glad you said that, Fal, because remember we had spoke briefly a long time ago that it may not be Ryan Pohl's quarterback as in Justin Fields, but that's also not Eberflus's quarterback. Like this is none of this is tied to the individual people.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? They inherited people. But I went back in the past and I had to look at certain people like, wait a minute. There's been coaches and GMs to inherit not so good or good quarterbacks, and they don't move on and say, hey, I want my guy. When Anthony Lynn had Justin Herbert and he was terrible his first year, the new head coach didn't come in like, I can't deal with him. Give me somebody else. When Dan Reeves, got John Elway and came in, he was like, I can't deal with this dude. Like, give me somebody else. Like, that's not really a thing. That's just something that the media has propelled within like the last, I'll say probably like the last 10 to 15 years, because early on, hell, you would change GMs and coaches before you would change the starting quarterback.
Yes, you would.
That was like almost like, don't touch that guy. You know what I'm saying? That's why they played so long. That's why they were able to sit and learn. But you telling me now it's you want this rookie quarterback to win within 3 to 5 years so you don't have to pay him. And then if he doesn't have time to develop because he's thrust into a unwinnable situation from jump, then you throw that guy away.
Mm-hmm.
The system itself is totally flawed. Totally flawed.
So I was wondering, I had a question for you ladies. Have either one of you, I don't know, maybe you guys talked about it, when I couldn't really hear you guys or you couldn't hear me. Have either one of you ladies ever been to a football game?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And which game was it? Who was playing?
You first, Katie.
My first game was back in 2010, maybe. We played the Ravens. It was in Soldier Field, and we won. And then another game in Dallas Cowboys. It was the Dallas Cowboys home opener on their 50th anniversary, and we won also that game. And then I went to
Start going to more
another game
games.
versus the New York Giants. That was a great game. We lost to the Giants. Mitchell Trubisky was injured, so we saw Chase Daniels play, and it was a great game, but we lost in overtime. But it was great for me because my favorite player from this era is Kim Hicks, and he scored a touchdown. So to me, it was
I remember
great.
that one. Yeah,
Was
I do
that
remember.
the
Yeah,
game
it
that
was.
Tariq Cohen threw a touchdown?
Yeah, it was awesome. And then two more and on Soldier Field, another one to the Ravens, and we lost. So Fields was injured, and then I saw Andy Dalton play, and we lost. No Lamar Jackson, so that was a bummer. And the last one, it was this October. We played the Raiders, and we won. And I saw Tyson Bagent play. It was a great game, and I was right on the third row, so it was great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's my experience on games.
And my first game was the home opener here at San Francisco Chicago Bears versus 49ers on 2014. Chicago Bears won. And then I went to a game in Dallas on 2017.
Oh, okay.
I think so. 2017, something like that. It wasn't a game Chicago Bears Dallas. I was just only at Dallas, so we went to it was a season, so I went with my parents to the AT&T Stadium. That was my second game, and then my first time at Soldier Field was back on 2022 home opener, Chicago versus San Francisco. Chicago Bears won that rainy day. I was
Yeah.
in that game.
The slide.
And that same year, I went to the Chicago versus
Green Bay.
Dolphins.
Oh,
Dolphins
Oh, okay.
on 2022, and then next week I was also in Chicago. I have family in Chicago actually,
Okay.
so that's why I go that very often. And then I went to Chicago Lions. We lost like in the last very minute, but it was like a very nice game. It was cold, but it was nice. And last year I went to the home opener, Chicago Bears, Green Bay.
Okay.
We lost.
That was depressing as
But
shit. I remember that
yes,
one.
we lost, but I was in there. I love the Soldier Field, so I don't care. Like every time I'm in there, even though we lose or we win, I'm always super excited. So those are the games that I have been like.
One of my questions was going to be like if you went to a freezing cold game. So you did go to the Lions game, which was freezing cold.
Yes.
Well, you know what's so
Freezing.
crazy? Me and T was actually at that game.
Oh.
Hey, Terrence, that's the
Yeah,
game.
they were wearing the Bears jerseys.
That was the last.
I saw you. I saw them.
Oh yes, I remember you.
That was that the last game?
Yeah, that's the last game we
Yep.
went to. That was the
last game.
the crazy game where Justin went off and he threw all them touchdowns, and
Yeah,
somehow,
yeah.
somewhere they found a way to lose.
Right. They always figure it out.
No, Matt
We lost
Eberflus
like
lost that
for
game.
3 points, something like that. It wasn't that much. It was like a very tight game.
Close.
Yeah,
That.
yeah.
It was. I was freezing. I went with my cousin actually because she has been living in Chicago for like her whole life, like 30 years something, and it was her first time at the Soldier Field. She never went to a game, so I invited her. And we were freezing. We had like a lot of blankets on the top. We bought a blanket. Like it was insane. But we were like super excited to be there. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Gotta get you some hot chocolate.
Tell us a bit about your the missing lady that's not here. The missing
Natalie.
lady. Tell us a little bit
Natalie.
about her.
The missing lady.
The missing lady.
The third of three who's not here.
Natalie?
Yes.
She lives in Chicago actually.
Oh, okay.
Wow, really?
So yeah, well, she's also from Mexico. She's from a state called Tamaulipas, but she lives in Chicago now these days.
No, okay.
So yeah, and she has been like, she loved the Chicago Bears because the first city that she went, I think, is Chicago also, and her favorite city is Chicago as well. So like she roots for all the teams over there, like the Cubs, Chicago Bears, and I don't know if she follows the basketball, the Chicago Bulls, but that's
And
the
she
thing
has
that I
family
remember.
there, and she stayed with them for a year, as far as I know. And now she's back in Chicago and living there. And she's a sports reporter. She has she started broadcasting. Is it the word?
Or communication, or
Yeah, and so she's very, you have to study that to be that way, because she knows her thing, and
Right.
she's
She
very
speaks very well.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And she's also a reporter, so she's been in several different sports
back in Mexico. Yeah, she reports like when she was living in Mexico for a Mexican football team, something like that. So she's very used to being on the field and making interviews, recording, all that stuff. So the three of us.
And she has a big surprise. We are not allowed to tell anybody, but we will let you know, and we will have you. We will keep you posted on that, because you will love that. We will have a special show, and maybe it's a good idea to make parts will be, of course, there will be in English because of the nature of this surprise, and parts in Spanish. But you will be as excited as we are.
Hey,
Damn, I'm excited already.
yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome.
I was wondering, ladies, is there a lot of are there a lot of people in Mexico that actually watch the National Football League football?
Woo,
A
yes,
lot. Yes.
yes, it's huge.
The
Yeah.
game,
Hello?
they have games in Mexico City still, right?
Not
I
at
think
this
they have
time because they are
no
remodeling the Azteca Stadium for the
Okay.
World Cup. But yeah, we used to have once a year.
one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
Like it's been there a couple of times over the last like 10 years, right?
at least I don't know if 4 or 5
4
times.
or 5. Yeah, I thought
And the
so. Yeah.
tickets, of course, are sold before they are on sale. So
Damn.
I don't know how people get them, but I don't know. But they are already sold because before they start the sale. So it's
Yeah,
crazy.
the football has become like a thing in Mexico. Like back
Yeah.
in Mexico, it's just like I think the Super Bowl is just like not like a party like here in the US, but many people like come together. They make parties like to watch the game.
Even people that
Uh,
never have watched a game, they all go
yes,
together and get together to watch the game.
Yeah, we have a lot of that here. Particularly, hate to say it, a lot of ladies like to do that. They like to come for the food.
And the halftime show.
and the
Right,
pictures
yeah,
and the
that's it.
halftime show and
Yeah.
everything. But yes, yeah, in Mexico we have like um there are a lot of fans of many teams like Raiders, Dallas, Bears,
Steelers.
Steelers,
Lots of Steelers
Pats.
and Dallas Cowboys fans
Yes,
here.
a
Right.
Lots.
lot. Yes, like but like how Katie was saying, like buy the tickets even though they don't root for the teams that they are like having the game in Mexico. People like try so hard to find the ticket to buy a ticket because like there's people that maybe they won't never be able to come to the US to a game.
Mhm.
So that's like the most closest thing that they could be like close to a real football game. So yeah, in Mexico it's like a thing. Yeah. Yeah, we love in Mexico like the NFL.
Yeah. Man, that's some I would love to go to a game in Mexico City just to see, the people, the vibe, and see
You
how
see
they
that
Yes.
really
comment?
embrace it.
You see
And the
that
food and
comment?
beer. Yes.
Yeah, the food,
The
a bit.
food, the beer, yes. And the people like in the stadium, like the Estadio Azteca, like the Azteca Stadium, is like a thing. When you are inside that stadium, like all the noise,
The
people,
noise just stays.
yes,
Like, it's just
it's just like an experience. Like even though you don't root for anything, just go and have the experience in there.
And
I
it's
think
a
it's like
huge stadium.
yes,
I'm not sure, but if it's like 110,000, if I am
Damn.
not mistaken. Yeah,
yes,
it's
something like that.
huge. So it gets crazy. I haven't been there for an NFL game, but for a World Cup game, I was there, and it was awesome.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know soccer's the thing there.
Yes,
Yeah,
soccer.
yeah,
Yes.
uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
heard they've been
Yes, soccer
really
is
not happy though with their Olympic team. Hasn't Mexico been losing a lot?
Always.
I saw a lot of people
Olympics, we
very
won
angry stuff.
gold in back.
in
I don't know.
in
Many times
in
ago, we won
2012.
gold.
Sergio,
But
good answer, my man.
Love that,
Beautiful
Sergio.
answer right there. As
Give
long
me
as
a
you hate the
favorite
Packers,
hate the
Yes.
Packers.
gold.
I love it. I love it,
Love it.
Sergio.
Yes.
Thank you.
Even if you're not a Bear
Sí,
fan, if you
Sergio.
hate the Packers, we love you.
Odiamos a los Packers. We call them the Cackers.
Yes, we
May
call
I
them the
explain?
Cackers.
Because Cackers is for caca and caca is shit. So we call them, instead of Packers, we call them Cackers.
Love it. Love
They're
it.
shit.
Green Bay Packers. We'll have to.
That's
Even
funny.
though they aren't shit, but they are.
So I was wondering, ladies. We also had a person on the chat. They was wondering, what do you think the Chicago Bears should do with that number 9 pick? Do you think there's a chance that if, let's say, a Marvin Harrison falls, should they trade up to try to get him,
better fucking get
or should they stay at number 9? And who do you think they should pick?
I would stay.
Mhm.
And get the best player available, because it could be Rome or Dunce, or it could be we desperately need a great or a good edge, in my opinion. But it could at 9 we could get a good wide receiver or a great offensive. We need a center. I don't know. I really don't know about the draft, but I know what I want, and I would. I desperately want an edge, and there are like 4 good prospects there. I don't know their names, but I would love an edge, and I would like them to stay at 9. I know we can get more picks, but at the stage that we are at this moment, I would just pick the best player available.
Stay.
I like that.
Okay.
Me.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like that. I like that answer. Yeah,
And
definitely.
Ryan Poles already came out and said he's okay with having 4 picks.
Yeah.
So he's not really concerned
As
about
long as you win on those
There you
4
go.
picks, I don't care.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you go.
I'm glad he did come
And
out and say that. And yes, there are a couple good edges. I know you said a center. I don't think they're gonna go that high for a center, but yes, they probably
no,
need
exactly.
they probably need another offensive lineman. And I know a lot of people are high on Rome Odunze. I'm not. I
You're
just
not?
think, yeah, I put it to you like this: if he had 9, I'd much rather take the DN or offensive tackle or something like that. I think Marvin Harrison and Malik Neighbors are the top 2 wide receivers on there, and if neither one of them falls or you don't trade up for them,
The
just go get
Chargers
to an edge.
are peaking before us. So and
Yeah.
I think Chargers will pick up a wide receiver. So
Yeah,
I
they
don't
need
think
one.
there's a chance that Marvin Harrison
They
will be there
do.
for us.
Yeah.
I don't see Marvin
We
Harrison
took
getting
there,
past
so
Arizona.
yeah, they
I
do.
still don't see it.
hold on. There's a caveat to that, because as of just recently reported today, Jim Harbaugh is interested in beefing up that line. So if they take calls to trade back, and it was confirmed, Val, Minnesota is offering the 11th and 23rd pick to move all the way up to the 5 spot or the 4 spot.
Okay.
I wouldn't do it, but hey, go right ahead.
Well, but I mean, they need a quarterback.
They're gonna draft JJ McCarthy out there.
They need a quarterback. But if that shifts, now you look at things like who goes to Tennessee, because now Tennessee can get Marvin. Tennessee could possibly get Joe Alt. Tennessee could possibly get Malik Neighbors. So everything shifts. So now by the time the Bears pick at 9, you could have Marvin or Neighbors. You could have Marvin or Alt. Neighbors or Alt or Doomsday. You could have Chop Robinson, Jared Verse, like Leia Latu. Like there are so many people, which Heidi, your point where you said the best available to need, right?
Yep, exactly. That's what
it's almost like what do you see in your future past this year? Because some guys only got a 1 or 2 year deal. If you know that Keenan Allen is only here for 1 year and probably will get out, then you take receiver. If you know that you're not sure about Braxton Jones, then you definitely take a Joe Alt or a Fasanu. If you know that you did not get who you wanted in free agency for that edge rush, then you take a Jared Verse, a Latu, or a Chop Robinson. So depending on what's on your board when you go to the war room, which of course we won't know until next Thursday. But I like the fact that you have options because of what other
even
teams
with
have had
with
to
just 4
be forced
picks,
to.
we have options. Yeah.
Right. Correct. And they can be impactful. They can be very impactful.
Everybody knows what number 1's going to be, but number 9, I like that.
Unfortunately, yes.
Whatever is available, you could either get one of the best tackles, you can get one of the best edge rushers, you can get one of the top 3.
You're going to get a top 3 player.
Absolutely at 9.
At positions of need at 9. You're going to get one of the top 3, period. And in some cases, for the left tackle, you're going to get a top 2. You can either get Oh, Ofashanu. I like it.
Mhm.
Don't trade it.
Yeah,
Please,
no,
Ryan.
yes,
No.
exactly. That's my point.
I'm also on board with not trading it, but I did hear rumors that Latu might slip to the top 14 or 15. And if I would trade back and still be able to get Latu and grab another extra pick, I wouldn't be mad at that either.
At what
Yeah,
point,
you
though?
only have to trade back a few numbers.
But
like
the only
2
reason
or 3,
Latu's
so
dropping is because they're worried about that neck, because that can be a
uh-huh.
long distance or a long career injury type thing.
Absolutely.
But he is a beast if he can control that neck.
But-
He didn't have any issues the last few years with the neck.
Yeah, he's one of my picks.
But think of this, though. Think of this. If you trade back, you have to kind of be strategic of who you're trading with, because you don't
Agreed.
want a team to slip up in
Agreed.
there and take
Steal
somebody.
them,
that
and then
have
you just
interest
got
in. You know what I'm saying? Like the Raiders are dangerous. Denver is dangerous. Minnesota already said they'll give the farm up. Teams like that, we know what they're looking for. They're going straight quarterback. And once the top 3 are gone, then we're looking at the McCarthys. We're looking at the Penix Juniors. We're looking at the Bo Nicks. We're looking at those guys. That pushes those other caliber players back right into our lap. So that's what I'm saying. Let's not get too enamored with trying to trade back to get what? Unless you're going to get a second, an early second, I would stay right where I'm at.
Well, you know what's crazy? Someone did put up, I don't know, I think it was Jesse or somebody. I had to look into it. They were talking about Atlanta being hit with tampering with Kirk Cousins.
Oh, that means they lose a pick.
Oh shit! I didn't hear that.
It depends, because right now there's it's under review. They're doing an investigation under it, and they said one of the consequences could be Atlanta and Minnesota switching picks. So Minnesota will end up getting the pick where Atlanta is, wherever the hell that is. I think which one is that? Is that 5th?
Atlanta's
6th or something?
8. 7 or 8.
I thought they were like 7 or 8.
Yeah, they may lose a pick, or they may end up swamping picks, one of the two. So that's big right now, and it's still under review. They should be having a decision slightly before the draft, so we're gonna find out about that. They could lose a pick altogether. So, and he said Mooney is in that also. So, who knows? Atlanta may end up missing the first round pick, which means the Bears may move up.
The tampering, I thought, was having conversations before the talking period. If that's the case, then are you saying that Kirk Cousins, because remember, Kirk Cousins was a free agent.
Right.
They didn't trade for him. Right. So how was that tampering?
It's tampering because they wasn't allowed to talk to him. They weren't allowed to talk to free agents.
But I thought because if he was on another team, yes. But I thought because he was a free agent, the rules kind of changed a little.
Unless they talked to him before he even left.
When he was on the bike. That's what I thought, right? Because
because the thing is this. They did the same thing with
okay, thanks,
Mooney
Lorenzo.
well.
That's what I thought. Thanks, Lorenzo. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, they did the same thing with Mooney as well. So yeah. So shouldn't have did that one, but we'll find out soon enough if they're going to be able to. There going to be any consequences behind that particular, which can make the draft even more interesting, because if they lose that pick, now that means the Bears just moved up even closer. So now,
well, that also means Minnesota doesn't have to trade 2 for 1 either.
That is true, and then
they may still have to.
Well, if they get Atlanta's pick on a swap, then they don't have to trade 2 picks to get up.
But but the thing is, they're trying to get into that top 4, top 5 range.
Top 5 is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, so they still gonna probably have to do that.
But here's
so that wouldn't be a swap then.
Huh? No. It's not about a swap. It's about them moving up as far as trading their first round picks, the number 11th, and what is it, 22, 23, something like that.
11 and 23, right?
Yeah.
So here's the thing though. Atlanta was already 8. So if Minnesota jumps 3, it doesn't hurt Atlanta to fall back to 11 because they're projected to take what's my man, the edge rusher from Alabama? What's his name?
Oh, you talking about
Dallas Turner.
Yeah.
They're projected, and I think if they did have to take the tampering and not fight it, I believe Dallas Turner would be there at 11. So they would still more than likely get their guy.
Yeah,
right?
unless the Bears get him, like Heidi said, take best player available.
Well, again, depending on whose report you're listening to, Dallas Turner is second, Latu is first, Jared versus third, Chop Robinson is fourth, depending on who you listen to. But if their board suggests, oh, that little 3 hit, that ain't going to hurt us, and we keep Kirk Cousins and we keep Mooney, I think they will accept that.
What are you going to say,
have
Heidi?
to see
Chop is four. Chop? I like his name.
Yeah.
I think that's a good omen.
Depending on who you listen, depending on who you listen to, they have Latu as the number 1. Then they have Dallas Turner as 2.
And Latu at 3?
3.
No, Latu was 1.
Latu. He's my pick.
No, Latu has as the most recent draft order and rankings. Latu is the number 1 edge rusher, followed by Dallas Turner, followed by Jared Verse, followed by Chop Robinson.
He got too much of an injury history for me to be considered to be top guy. Well,
remember, the only knock on Chop is he's short. He's small.
Hey, that's shit. Really if you want to say 6'3" is small, I mean, shit, that's one that's shorter than I am.
No, he's small at that position, unfortunately.
Like, he's
it's like wingspan and everything.
They say 254.
Damn, Lakers won. Sorry, JB.
But yeah, so
no, I'm okay with that because they're gonna lose next round. I'm okay.
So, ladies, when it comes down to so what do you think? What are your expectations as far as the Bears' record this season? What do you think? Let's just say Caleb is a good game manager. Let's say that he's not going to be the guy that's going to win us many games, but he's not going to lose us any games. What do you think the Bears' record would be?
Alma?
I'm very positive, so I'm all the way. I'm always like, we're going to win everything. We're going to the Super Bowl.
We're going to the Super Bowl. I like it.
We wish.
Last year, I don't remember how my expectations were at the beginning of the season, but I'm always very positive. So I think they win, let's say about 11 games, maybe 11, 12, maybe. Like, there are going to be like mistakes from Caleb Williams. So I think like we're going to make it to the playoffs. I would love to, but if we win like in between 11 or 12 games, I'm okay. Like, for me, it's fine. But I'm always positive.
12. Whoa.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, though. We do have the 3rd weakest schedule in the NFL this year.
At least that's what they say.
High expectations.
I actually have him at 10. I have him at 10 because we just got a very good team around him.
Oh,
like,
shit.
I'm very positive, guys. So
I'm not saying our quarterback's going to put up 4,000 yards. I'm not saying
Katie knows me more, so she knows that I'm always like, I think more like with my heart, like, oh, I love this guy, so I'm giving the chance to win. Katie is more realistic than myself.
Yeah, see,
at times.
Put that back up what Brandon Morgan just said. That's what we were talking about, not the weight,
wingspan,
but the what they call it, the measurables. The measurables.
There's a lot of those when you're trying to use that arm movement and everything. Those short arms kind of.
He ran a 4.49.
Yeah, have you ever sseen that son bitch get off on the line?
You know I have.
Yeah, that motherfucker fast as hell off that line.
He terrorized us.
Yeah.
So we just spoke. Well, the ladies just spoke of.
Wait, we didn't get Heidi.
Heidi, what's yours?
And we're about to.
Oh, okay. Looking at the games we have ahead, which are not. We always say this. That's not that hard because we're playing. I don't know, many the Patriots. Many teams that we usually win over them, and I also know that we have a rookie quarterback, but in this case, I'm just being like, my gut tells me this guy is people make him so high, put him so high. I am expecting at least 9 games to win 9 games and get to the playoffs in a way. That's why I expect
So 9 games be a wild card spot, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
You
A
win in your
wild
division.
card spot. That's those are my expectations.
For
Are
this
we
season.
are we beating the Cockers or whatever that you guys call them again?
The Cockers.
Yes.
Hopefully
The
and
Cackers.
finally, please, because I think that Jordan Love is not bad, but he's not as good as we made him see.
He's got a
We
great
made
coach.
him,
He's got a great coach, JB.
yeah,
Don't
exactly.
worry.
He's got a
Great
great
coaching.
coach, and he's
Coaching.
not bad. We as Bears fans we are like, hey, you suck. No, they don't suck, and he doesn't suck. He's
No.
not bad.
He's
But
that.
I also think that he may not be as good as we made him look. So there's a chance that we win one game, at least.
Maybe.
You know what?
Go ahead, JB.
I respect you all's conversation on that. But here's my thing. For a kid to have a great coach, which we understand in the NFL, coaching matters, probably more than any other sport. Any other sport, right? But we just praised CJ Stroud for throwing 4,100 yards and 23 touchdowns and say he's great. Jordan Love threw for 4,100 yards and 32 touchdowns, and we're saying he's just okay? Come on, y'all.
Yeah, no, but it's because he's a cocker. That's the thing.
He can be a cacker, but that boy
He's
pretty
a
good.
cocker.
It's just my heart speaking.
It's going to be a new
not
thing on
my
the show. I'm telling
brain.
you. We're gonna get something on here. This is the Green Bay Cockers.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, player.
All I know.
I just hope we win one game at least. Or
Jordan
one
Love
of
did
better.
something. Check it out. Jordan Love did something as a starter for his first year that no Bears quarterback has done in the history of the franchise.
You never have good coaching.
Throw for 4,000 yards and throw for 30 touchdowns. I can't say that kid is not the truth. I can't do it.
That's my heart speaking again. So
in the same vein of talking about the expectations, I kind of want to get into this Post-it note real quick. So, Joy Taylor, I don't really know who she is or what she does.
What? You don't?
She said, we should not expect Caleb Williams to lead the Bears to the playoffs in his rookie season. Okay, that's fine. But then she went on to say, he's going to a team that has no culture, shots fired, has no history of winning as of late, whose coach we don't know is a good head coach. What do you all think about that? And chat, chime in.
Bitch.
Damn.
took
JB,
the words
yes,
out of
sir.
my mouth.
JB, yes, sir.
First of all, you said you didn't know who she is. Let me just tell you who she is. She's the only reason to watch that little garbage show that come on with Sam Acho and them. That's the only reason to watch
that. That is
show.
garbage. I ain't gonna watch it.
She just sits in the middle and lets them do all the work.
Second, for those that don't know, she is Jason Taylor's sister, Hall of Fame DN from Miami, Jason Taylor.
So is that why she's
That's how she got a job, yes.
Hey, I ain't hating it. Hell, people look at my
She's never liked the Chicago Bears. She has never liked
you, Bullets.
But
here's
the thing. Tell me the lie. See, you all are looking at it from this. Look at it from this and the eye test. Tell me where she's wrong.
The only point where I'm saying that she's wrong is not leading them to the playoffs. But as far as the culture and all that type, she's not wrong in regards to that. She's not
wrong.
But that doesn't mean that
we haven't been consistently winning for years. We haven't been relevant since probably Lovey. Let's keep it a buck. We haven't been relevant since Lovey, right?
We had the Jay Cutler
then
era.
You figure. I said consistently since Lovey.
Yes, I agree.
The Jay Cutler era, we had 2 seasons, but that's it. But that's another story. He also had 6 coaches, but that's another story.
I'm not mad at her.
she's not wrong.
No, she's not
And
wrong.
and you all can hate on her or whatever, but when you look at it from objective eyes, not from Chicago fan base, she's right. What about the culture in Chicago as of recent history has said we're about winning? Nothing.
The only point where I'm saying she's wrong is in that beginning. I'm sorry, Caleb Williams should be leading the Bears to the playoffs in his rookie season with roster that they have put together.
With that team,
Frank,
hell
that's
yeah.
not fair. That's not fair because
fair
you can't expect why? Because you can't expect every rookie quarterback to do what CJ Stroud just did.
It's my money and I want it now.
CJ Stroud did not have the team that this guy is walking into right now, though.
You know what? Hey,
he had a good team.
Hey, you know what? Go look at Josh Allen's team his first year. Go look at Joe Burrow's team his first year. Sometimes you have pieces and you have to. Sometimes you have pieces and you have to learn how to play. What the hell was that?
¿Qué era eso?
It doesn't matter. I deleted it and blocked them.
Panama.
Spam. A WhatsApp number.
Hey, first of all, I don't know what the word was. It just had too many emojis for me. I was like,
it was Jay Taylor's telephone number.
Just go on with what you were saying, please.
So, well, I got distracted, brother. Excuse me.
Yeah, forget about that shit.
But my thing is, for what we're expecting that rookie quarterback to do, it's not as obvious. Even Cam Newton's rookie year throwing for 4,000 yards in them, that team, like, we weren't expecting them to go to the Super Bowl. We weren't expecting them to go to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And when we continually, as Bears fans, put the cart before the horse, that's our fault. We listen to the media. We listen to everything. How many times, and I'm not wishing this on the Caleb, but I'm saying how many times do you hear actual NFL players like a Jim Miller, like an Eric Kramer say, give the kid time to develop. Stop putting that pressure on him like you got to win year one, year two, because everybody doesn't do that.
And guess what? It's going to happen. Everybody's going to want him to win and win and win and win from day one. And
right now.
It has happened lately. It's going to happen.
I'm sorry. Like
it happens all the time. But see, that's my point, Heidi. That's our fault.
I agree with that.
Of course it's their fault.
If anything, we owe Caleb Manziel. The one thing we owe him.
Stop it.
Caleb Mayfield
is a chance to learn the game. Mm-hmm. We owe him a chance to develop. Mm-hmm. I was listening to what the owner of the Giants said about Daniel Jones. He flat out came out and said, you know what? We failed that kid. We didn't give him any weapons. We didn't give him an offensive line. We failed that kid.
Saquon's a weapon. But
don't
understand
one weapon.
Understand about the rest. Saquon
doesn't
is a big
sound
ass
eerily similar to what just happened with Justin? We didn't give that kid anything but one weapon in 2 years. No, I'm sorry, in 3 years we gave him one weapon.
Well, Caleb got 3. I want to win now. Now.
You have to let him learn the game, T.
What if
and JB, I understand.
Bro,
I 100% JB. I understand where you're coming from. But every single quarterback you name did not walk into a locker room that we have.
I'm not saying. Listen to me. I'm not saying that this is not unprecedented times, but we're looking at this. Let's say we got the greatest of the greatest of the greats at every position. You know what? As a quarterback, I still have to process the speed of the game. And I still have to learn terminology. I still have to beat this. The edge rusher I was going against at Oregon probably ran a 4.7. You know who I'm going against now? A 6'5", 280 dude that runs a 4.4. That's a different game.
It is.
The speed of the game, the trajectory. So hey, guess what?
You go in the patient corner with Alma. You go in the patient corner. Y'all two will go in the patient corner. You have to have patience. If you don't have patience, you're going to ruin this kid. You're going to ruin this kid. And I hope.
I want to piggyback that on and go with exactly what Jesse's coming at. Jesse, he is walking into not one number one receiver. He's walking into 2 number one receivers. He's walking into two damn good freaking tight ends. He is walking into a very good right side guard and right tackle. I hope Braxton Jones has a better year this year. Who knows? Our center fucking
But you
sucks.
said right side guard.
Left.
And Waldron.
I said our right side guard and tackle, as in Jenkins, if he can stay healthy, and right.
You forget Jenkins is your left guard. Nate Davis is your right.
Well, he's
guard.
going back to fucking right if they have any common freaking sense.
God damn, does it even fucking matter?
It matters to me. I'd rather have a dominant one side than a split.
They switch all the goddamn time anyway. Shit.
No, they don't. That's not true.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They always.
The O-line will tell you, and we've had plenty of O-line people on the Bears alumni on this pod, and they told you the difference from playing left guard to right guard is like night and day.
Absolutely, but the Bears still do it.
And that's stupid.
And that's
you know what you should do?
What you just said.
You know what you should do? You should put Tevin Jenkins and pair him with Darnell Wright and say, guess what? We got this side correct, fellas.
I agree with that, but you just said that they.
But you know they're not going to do it.
Exactly.
See, that's what I'm saying. Delusional Bears fans. That's our problem.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get so high, we have to let things develop.
Foul, you're not. I'm not hearing you again, Foul. We don't hear you again, Foul.
Oh, he's
mute.
Tell that daughter of yours to stop taking calls. It's too late.
I have a question, JB.
He was saying, y'all shut the fuck up.
Heidi.
I have a question for JB. How confident are you that this time they will develop the rookie quarterback the right way? How confident are you? Because that's my problem.
Can you hear me now?
I am more confident in what Shane Waldron brings to the table.
Yeah, Waldron
than
is
what Luke Getsy ever could have brought to the table.
He tied Aaron Rodgers' shoelaces very well.
That was a mistake that nobody ever, like, if I'm the owner right now, I got to come out and say something because guess what? We ruined that kid's career.
Yes.
Now, he has his own things where he's, he had to step up and do what his part, right? But coaching matters, and he definitely deserved better coaching than Luke Getsy and Matt Eberflus.
Yeah, and I think Waldron is like a key part in this.
Well, Waldron has to have the voice as far as the scheme, right? The quarterback coach got to be on point. He's got to be on point. That is the most important position right now for Caleb Williams because that's who he's going to spend the most time with. Eberflus is not going to have his hand in the cookie jar.
What?
He's not.
Well, let me say something about the whole Joy Taylor thing first. She had some points that she was right, and then she had some points where she was fucking wrong. First of all, where she's wrong at, she said the Bears don't have an identity. That's bullshit. They do have an identity. Their identity is.
She didn't say identity.
Huh?
She didn't say identity.
Yes,
she said
did.
culture.
She said
we don't have
No. She did sit up there and say the Bears didn't have an identity. They didn't put it on that. She said the Bears didn't have an identity. They didn't have a culture. The thing.
Are you talking about the live show?
Yes, the live show. That's what I said. Let me tell you what she's wrong and what she's right at. She was wrong. The Bears do have an identity. Unfortunately, their identity is running the ball. That's what they were good at. They were number one and number two in the NFL the last 2 fucking seasons. So she
because
can go,
of who?
Oh, I got to be careful what I was about to let come out of my mouth. Also, when she says culture, the Bears have a culture. It may not be the best culture, but the last 2 years, their culture is not to give up. Because even though they lost a lot of games, we can sit up there and say, in over 80% of them games they were in. People can say what they want about Eberflus. He never once lost the fucking locker room.
I agree 100%.
That goes with everybody, every
100%.
broadcaster, every fucking local media reporter and everything. But always been asked, has he lost the locker room? And everyone on tour, man and woman, has said that he has not lost that locker room.
Yeah.
We can say whatever we want about him coaching. The son bitch ain't never lose the locker room. That is a culture thing. Okay. Now, she was right about us not winning recently.
Mhm.
No fucking doubt about that. It don't take a fucking rocket scientist to know that.
We ain't won.
That was
shit.
low hanging
Anybody,
fruit.
you should know how to read.
Right, exactly. Now, when we come in, when she's talking about as far as making the playoffs, what do we expect? First of all, let's get one thing fucking straight. All these fucking medias and scouts and so-called experts are calling this guy generational. Calling him, he is such an upgrade over Justin Fields. Well, if it wasn't for 3 historical losses last year, the Bears made the fucking playoffs. So, do I expect him to come in and go to the playoffs? Yes, I expect us to come in and go to the playoffs. All I sit up there and say, we don't need the son of a bitch to win us a game. Just don't lose the motherfucker. That's it.
Wait,
You ain't got to
hold on.
lose us no games.
That part. What is that called? Game what?
That's a game manager. Game manager. He can come in and be a game manager. I don't need him to sit up there and throw for 4,000 yards and 30 goddamn touchdowns. If he does it, great. If he don't, and it doesn't cost us any games, I'm fine with that too, because we can still run the damn ball and we can still play very good defense. That's how I think the Bears can make the fucking playoffs and be relevant next year and win possibly, what you say, 10 to 12 games,
She
Ms.
said 11
Rumbo?
to 12. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Hey, I said 10 to 12.
I said 10. Yeah,
That's exactly how I feel. Yes, because they're anointing him as this great one. Like he's the fucking Rock, the great one. You know what I'm saying? The Brahma bull. He's going to come in and he's going to do all this shit. You know, they anoint him as that. They're saying that he's going to be a top quarterback within a year, 2 or 3 years. So, yes, I expect him to come in and lead us to the playoffs because, one, like someone said earlier, no quarterback in the history of the NFL has ever been chosen number 1, the number overall pick, the number 1 quarterback come into a situation where they're going to got a projected top 10 defense, 2 number 1 wide receivers, 2 very good tight ends, and an excellent goddamn running back room. Also, with above average offensive line.
I'll give above average, yep.
Sorry.
Right.
And that's
Hey,
my rant.
Let me ask this real
excellent
quick.
running back room. But
Let me ask this real quick.
No.
Does anybody
Very,
else have to
very
go to
good.
the bathroom?
what?
I have to go to the bathroom. Can we
Hey,
pay
man,
some
don't-
bills? Can we pay some bills?
You could have just popped off and
I did.
Shout out to my man Terrence from Chicago's Clubhouse podcast from the Moores Brewing Company here in Chicago, Illinois. All right, we got bros out here putting out this for the Moores. It's tasty. I didn't even have to come on here lying about this. All right, this tastes like what I like when I drink a beer. I don't drink a beer often because I'm too big and I need to stay off of carbonated drinks. But this is the carbonated drink you need to open up and crack and take a sip. All right, if you want to come out of the dark ages, be educated. All right, get you some of this Moores brew right here. It's definitely tasty. You can get it in Kimbark and High Park.
Whoa. I thought we were a team. Where's Mines? And when are we getting in Tempe, Arizona?
I guess we're going to have to find out, man. But everybody out there, for here from Chicago, go to Kimbark and pick you up some Moores.
There was a time when high standards prevailed, when excellent craftsmanship was displayed and treated with the utmost importance. Acquire the crisp, refreshing taste of Moore's Beer. Moore's Beer. Raise your standards.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
he must have forgot to wash his hands.
man, I had
That's
to
what we
get
say.
up for a second, man. Like he said in Thor, like Loki said, I don't mind the rain. It's the thunder that I'm not fond of. Man, it's fucking thunder and lightning back there.
Look how much that came out here.
Really?
The Suburbans.
I didn't see any of that.
oh man, my window been like Christmas lighting up.
Man, I hear boom, boom, boom. I'm like, shit.
Damn, I ain't see any of that.
Oh, it's
But
coming down.
I want to address a couple of points in the chat. Jesse at 926. Let's stop talking this O-line up. We are giving a little bit too much credit to the O-line. You know what I'm saying? We need to definitely Hope that they solidify in jail. We don't know as of right now. Ryan Poles free agent picks for linemen have been doo-doo. That's just what it is. That's not an opinion. That's fact. Lorenzo said a very good one. You can have a Mercedes, but no oil change can ruin it. Eberfluss is bad oil. Prove me wrong. I do like that.
That was deep. That was deep.
I understand it, but I can't reason with it yet because we haven't given him any. It's no different than Justin. We haven't given him shit.
But you kept Eberflus.
You kept him, but
you kept him because
what you gonna do? You gonna get rid of him? You gonna get rid of him?
Time out. Hold on. Pause for the cause. In the GM's mind, to us, the lay people, we're getting rid of Justin because he's not my quarterback. But Ryan Poles, aren't you the same person that said that they picked Eberflus? You didn't technically pick Matt Eberflus? So
he didn't say that.
Your coach.
He didn't say that.
What?
He never came out and said it. He said that he actually picked it. Everybody else said.
Yeah, I agree. No, I don't think he's ever.
Yeah, you know why? Because everybody else told the truth.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that because I put it to you like this: if that was the truth, he probably would have got rid of him.
I don't think he had a choice because you know what the Bears don't do? They don't get rid of coaches early. They let these people run out their contract because they're cheap.
Shit, they got rid of John Fox ass early, didn't they?
2 years.
Exactly.
No, matter of fact, John Fox had 3 years.
Did he?
John Fox had 3 years, yeah. Remember, he had Mike Glennon.
I thought it was.
He had that whole tobacco.
Oh, well, maybe he did. But like I said, I can't. That's why I keep. I'm not like most people. I don't jump to fucking conclusions. I sit up there. We haven't given him as a coach enough fucking time. We saw what the fuck he did last year. Can't nobody knock shit that he did last year. Yeah, he may have fucked up, but he took a team that had.
Well, you see why we call him Foul Mouth C, right?
He may have had a team that sit up there that won 3 games the previous year, and they came back and they won 7 last year, and ended up with
what you mean we can't knock him, Foul?
Huh?
What you mean we can't? What you mean we can't knock him? Explain that.
I said you can't knock what he did last year. You can't.
Why can't I?
Well, go ahead and knock it then, because defense looked like shit the previous year. Fucking dead last. It looked fucking great last year.
Oh my god!
The reason why he has it still has his
heard
job.
of the term fireable offense?
What's a fireable offense?
The Denver game, the Cleveland game, and the Detroit game, which would have made us 10-7 in the playoffs. You never take Justin Jones and make him guard David Njoku. The fact that you thought that was a good idea right then and there, that's a fireable offense, bro.
No, the fuck it ain't. You don't get fired for no one goddamn game. You want to know what, though? Guess what?
What Jesse just say? 3 historic games.
Exactly. So check this out.
Have a job.
Also, so tell me this. So should we fire or should we cut every fucking player that was on defense that fucked it up? Because last time I checked, he made some pretty good calls, but the players was fucking up out there.
Did he make good calls?
Yeah, he made good calls. Was it his fault that Eddie Jackson let the dude score over there? Was that his fault?
Yes, because
how the fuck is that his fault?
Because you don't put Eddie in that situation.
What the fuck you mean you don't put Eddie in that situation? Eddie is a fucking goddamn safety. That's what he does. He's covered.
Fellas. So let me dismiss the ladies before y'all get heated.
I'm sorry, ladies. This is what happens when he wows me up.
Ladies,
when these two go, it doesn't end.
We're glad that you took the time to come on this crazy ass podcast. We really appreciate it. We respect you all's Bears knowledge.
We do.
We'll be more than happy to have you on again. And we need to do that show together. Even though I won't know what the fuck you all are talking about, I still will come on.
And he won't talk about me.
I think he won't talk about you, bro. More than Foul on this show. I'm not gonna
Yeah, he has.
Today for sure.
Yeah.
So
ladies, tell us where we can find you guys at.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Say your show to everybody who's watching.
Well, first of all, thank you guys for having us. Thank you, Frank, for reaching us to the Bird Girls. I think he's one of our real or something like that. And then he started texting us. So first of all, thank you for having us here, the space, the time, for knowing more about three Mexican crazy ladies, Chicago Bears fans. We are crazy. We love football. We love always talking about us, like the Bears. And my personal Twitter is like my name is in here, like at ALMIISS.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. And
Yeah,
what
and
about you guys' show? What's the name of
our
it?
show, our
our
show's handle is at _ Bear Girls. That's it.
So, wait,
Not
what is
bears.
it again?
That was one thing that took me off when I was trying to find you guys. It's not bears, plural.
No, it's
just
only
bear.
Bear
yeah,
Girls.
Bear Girls.
Oh, bear.
And
Okay.
my
Just Bear
personal
Girls.
Twitter, I guess I follow you.
Yeah, Frank, you
I
fucked
think,
that
yeah,
up, man. You sent me Bears Girls.
Did I? Is
Yeah.
that maybe why?
Bear Girls. Bear. BEAR.
That's why I said just send me the link, man. Just send me the fucking link.
Yeah, because I'm looking for it now. I can't find it.
I couldn't find it when it said that either. So that's why I was like, what is it again?
Well, now you know.
Now
And
I
yeah,
know.
we would love to have you on our show and
Yes.
like do a crossover. We can make it bilingual to some of our guys that don't speak English or the ones that don't speak Spanish.
We can translate at the moment.
Yes, we will have a lot of fun. I promise. And thank you for having us. My
Right.
personal Twitter is at Heidi ACA Aka from Acapulco. I may
Look
I
at
may change
Lorenzo
that
here.
soon,
Oh.
but yeah.
Look at Lorenzo here. Gotta love Google
Fucking
Translate.
show
Right,
off.
Lorenzo? Gotta love
You're a
Google
show off.
Translator. Great job, buddy.
Google Translate is so much fun. But
Yes,
sometimes
it is.
Hey, I saw
even
intelligent on
funnier.
there.
Thank you, Lorenzo.
Yeah.
Don't use
Lorenzo,
that
you a
unless you want to
show-off,
have fun and laugh. If you want to know what I'm talking about, or Alma, if we speak Spanish, don't use Google Translate because it's
No.
awful.
No, it's awful.
Oh, because it won't translate.
Yeah, well, it translates, but it translates like a textual, and
It doesn't get the context of what we are trying to say.
it gets lost in translation, but it's pretty funny.
Yeah, because
So-
like in English, in Spanish, we have a lot of like
slang,
humor in our slangs and everything. So when
Trust
we
me,
try to
I
use
played in Jalisco, Costa Rica, and what I thought I learned in school was totally different. So.
But I'm sure you know all the
Well,
bad
they'd be like-
words. I am sure you know all the bad words. That's the first you learn in any other language. Poquito? No, that.
Oh, he said poquito.
Okay, well,
you know
we
that
can
word,
teach you.
huh?
Poquito, he knows something. Poquito.
So thank you very much, guys. I had a blast. We had a blast. Thank you for having us. And
Thank
yeah,
you,
let's hope
Absolutely.
we can do this again.
Soon. Absolutely.
And thank you to everyone that was watching us and interacting on the chat.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Take care, ladies.
Bear down, ladies.
Bear down, yes.
Bear down.
Bear down.
Bear down.
Bye-bye.
Wonderful ladies, man.
Absolutely.
Wonderful ladies.
Knowledgeable about football too. Love it.
Yes.
Very knowledgeable.
Yes. Very respectable ladies. I'm glad that
Yeah,
people
Frank, you
don't
want to
give
send me
them-
that link, man.
I'll send it to you. That's fine.
Yeah, Frank. Just send the
I got it.
link, man. You
I'll
fucked
just
up
send you a
today.
snapshot so I don't fuck up the spelling again.
But yeah, man, very respectable ladies, and I'm glad that they don't come across a lot of dudes that try to little bro them. Like, yeah, little bro, you don't know shit. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So
yeah.
So speaking of little bro, JB and Chris, y'all want to finish? What?
Yeah, you just pick up
what
where you
y'all
left
had
off.
going
Huh?
on? Because I think somebody was getting
We
little
need to get
bro.
we need to get like a boxing bell in here for when those two go off. We just
I'm fucking tired now.
No, I mean it's you know I'm always
it's all love.
I'm always like this. No, this is my brother forever. I'm not mad. But my thing is this: like sometimes we have to slow down. and actually evaluate properly. And sometimes our fandom takes over, especially you. Our fandom takes over logic and common freaking sense. Like, it's okay to question. It's okay to, if we were all talking about the Bulls the same way we were talking about the Bears, we all would be in agreement. Like, fire Paxson, fire Eversley, fire Donovan, don't resign DeRozan. Like, we would all be in the same thing. The only thing with the Bears, we get a little bit divided because of where our fandom lies. Not saying we're not all Bears fans, but we have different perspectives. The only thing that we can look at for sure is the only thing. No, which is good. That's
have common sense, man.
Common sense is this: you don't give up on motherfuckers after 2 years. Because tell you the truth, they could have did that shit.
That's not common sense.
Huh? No, you don't. Because if you're not giving any damn thing,
that's not common sense.
So tell me this: we were also. So should we have given up on Justin Fields after 2 years?
Right.
He's talking about coaching. If you have bad coaching, expect bad play.
Well, this the thing about it. When you have bad players, expect bad results.
Guess what? Here's a plethora. There's a good word for you. A plethora of coaches have been fired after a year or two.
You a fucking show off.
A plethora of coaches have, but at the same time, them organizations ain't really went nowhere doing that shit.
They've been doing better than us.
Who?
They've been doing better than us, period.
Who?
We ain't did. Hey, look here, man. Let me tell you something. If you want to kick the ballistics and talk real, we ain't did jack shit since 1985.
Arizona did the shit. They ass still stuck in fucking mediocre. Matter of fact, they ain't even fucking mediocre. They did the shit.
Hey, guess what?
They still ass.
Guess what? Arizona been to the Super Bowl, and we've been to 1-2. We just
Minnesota been in the Super Bowl. How many years ago was that?
But you would take Minnesota's. You would take Minnesota's regime. But you would take Minnesota's regime before you take the Bears regime.
You would. But who was Minnesota fired in the year?
But they seem to get it right. Denny Green was here forever. They seem to at least get it right. We don't get it right, bro.
But that's the thing, though. Here's the thing. You basing Denny Green that's been in that organization for a long time on a guy that's only been in the organization for 2.
Okay, and I can give you guys. I got a guy that then won 5 Super Bowls. 4 Super Bowls. They got a head coaching job and was fired in 2 years. Went back, won another Super Bowl, came back and was fired in 2 years again. That would be Josh McDaniels. Sometimes you know what you know, and you gotta cut.
But not as the head.
Yeah, I was just saying that's not a head
coach. What are you talking about?
Didn't he go to teams though that had a quarterback who didn't?
He went there. He may be better off.
He was the head coach of Denver. He won a playoff game with Tim Tebow throwing a touchdown to Demaryius Thomas. God rest his soul. Other than that, he was trash. He went to the Raiders 2 years before Antonio Pierce got it. Guess what? He was trash. Sometimes you don't need to see this
exactly, but you're talking about a guy that's been given multiple chances, not a guy that's only had 2 fucking years.
Okay, listen to me good. His first year in Denver, he got fired. In 2 years, he got fired, bro. I don't need to see no more. Our own Bears coordinator. What was his name with the googly eyes who was on cocaine? What's his name?
What you talking about, Gase?
Gase.
Yeah.
He got the job. Hey, get out of here.
Yeah, but this is the thing.
You know
what's his name? What's his name? His defense or his offense never came even close to what Eberflus did with his defense. And then not only that, not only that, Eberflus was sitting up there. He's coaching on a team that was blown the fuck up. They didn't blow the damn team up over there in Denver, dog.
Hey, foul. Stop with
they didn't blow the team up. So you mean to tell me, hold on, you mean you gonna honestly sit here and try to shove bullshit down my throat and tell me that you expected Matt Eberflus to win his fucking first year?
Hey, Frank, I know you got this schematic. Pull up the schedule of last year where we picked wins and losses, and let us see the last 8 games, which propelled this vaunted Bears defense up into the upper echelon. Because guess what? There's 2 things people don't give enough credit to. One is Montez freaking Sweat.
Hold on, people.
I got that one though. I got that one.
People do give him that.
Stop. Before Montez Sweat got there, we were terrible. He was a game changer. That didn't necessarily have anything to do with Eberflus. That's just one of them.
See, first of all, this is why I call bullshit on you. I call bullshit because everybody gets Montez Sweat. Anybody that you talk to, any fucking goddamn broadcaster, they sit up there all say the shit, same shit. The whole defense changed when they got Montez Sweat. But what the fuck do you expect? You need players for shit to change. It ain't gonna change without fucking players.
I'm not saying you don't, but accompanied with that, if you pull up the schedule, something has to be said about the caliber of teams that were played late, which vaunted the defense as far as statistics. I'm only talking about statistically because everybody want to be like, oh, Bears were a top 5 team the last 5 games of the season. Okay, they beat Atlanta. Woo.
Atlanta almost made the playoffs, but go ahead. And they had a top defense, but go ahead.
I'm saying that matters. That's like saying the Bulls made the play-in because they beat the Hawks.
But this is the thing. But you're still talking about a team, JB. It's not like the Bears were the fucking goddamn Oklahoma City Thunder or the Denver Nuggets.
Defense before Sweat came. That one man and what he brings to the table. It didn't have nothing to do with that man's scheme. It didn't have nothing to do with
get the fuck out of here. See now this is what I call bullshit. So you gonna sit up here and fucking tell me that you ain't gonna get a coach? Shit, no credit for it, but you'll give one fucking player credit for it, huh?
I saw the credit. Hold on, I saw the credit.
The fucking scheme, none of that shit had anything to do with it.
Chris, I saw the credit in Denver. I saw the credit in Detroit. I saw the credit in Cleveland. I saw it. Joe Flacco is my age, and he threw for 219 yards in the 4th quarter. He put Justin Jones.
He did that versus a lot of teams.
So since you talking that shit, hold on. When Amari Cooper fucking scored that touchdown, that was Eberflus' fault, right? Because his ass was out there. He was trying to fucking tackle, right? That was Eberflus out there trying to tackle, right? Fuck out of here with that bullshit. That be that bullshit I'm talking about right there.
Hold on. Didn't Anthony Lynn get fired for less?
Hey, that was a dumbass move.
Didn't Raheem Morris?
Hold on. Anthony Lynn shouldn't have been fucking fired, but he probably got fired because he was fucking black.
Steve Wilkes in Carolina won with PJ Washington.
He got fired because what? He probably got fired because he was fucking black. Let's be honest.
I
ain't scared to say the shit. I ain't trying to be fucking PC. Fuck PC. I'm gonna tell you just like it is. I don't give a fuck if you're fucking white, green, red. I don't give a fuck. He was fired because his ass is black. We all know that black coaches do not last long in this motherfucker.
And you could be right. I'm not going to debate you on that. But what I'm saying is this: let's hold standards to coaching above color. Let's hold it to what you're bringing to the table.
And let's hold players accountable. Let's hold fucking players accountable. Because like I said, once again, he wasn't the guy that missed that tackle on fucking, or the guys that missed that tackle on Amari Cooper. He also wasn't the guy that blew the fucking coverage up there in fucking Detroit.
Hey, Val, let me tell you something about you. And you know football. I know you would have never put Eddie Jackson in a single high with that. You wouldn't have done that.
Why the fuck would not?
Because he's not the same guy. He's coming off of a foot.
That's his fucking job. That's his fucking job. His job is to be a fucking free safety. Eddie wasn't fucking that damn bad where the motherfucker couldn't run. He just blew the fucking goddamn coverage. And then tell you the truth, the corner fucked up too because the corner set up there and didn't take him deep enough. But we ain't gonna talk about that though. That's on the coach.
No, we're gonna talk about all that.
That's on the coach.
You would never put Justin Jones on David Njoku, who runs a 4.4.
Now that I wouldn't have did.
You would never do that.
I wouldn't have did.
That alone lets me know this is a freaking idiot and he don't deserve his damn job.
That right there, that was a dumb fucking move. But also, what also you got to sit up there and get on the fucking players was how the fuck does Amari Cooper get away from 4 fucking Bears? How the fuck does he get away from 4 fucking Bears? Tell you the truth,
why?
if they stop the son of a bitch,
why.
we ain't even got to worry about Justin Jones going on him.
You're right, because that play never happens because that was on 3rd down. I know exactly what play you're talking about. But you know what? But you know what? I call BS on. Oh, we're the hits principle. We're gonna gang tackle. None of them mugs wanted to tackle Amari. Amari did wiggle, gone.
Amari's on the damn ball, and them motherfuckers collided with each other damn near.
Tyreek Stevens the only one I know headhunt. He the only one I know headhunt.
For real, Jaquan Brisker don't hit her? Because last time I remember, that son bitch always knocking himself out the game.
Brisker was in the box on that play, though. Remember? He had came down.
You said that Tyreek Stevenson is the only one that's a headhunter.
I'm talking about on that play.
Brisker knocking himself out the fucking game because he headhunting.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying on that particular, you're speaking of one particular play of where they got caught with their draws down. Brisker came down to the box. They did that stupid down, and the linebackers do this, and then you got to cover 4 bracket to the right side. Amari Cooper stopped, curled, caught it, ate that mess up.
And
it was a bad play call.
Lorenzo talking about a happy locker room. That's bullshit. Nobody's going to be happy about fucking losing. Okay? I don't know a fucking player that's actually a real player that's happy about fucking losing. It doesn't fucking happen. Not no real motherfucking player is happy about losing.
No player is happy with losing, especially in the National Football League, because they know they're auditioning for their
exactly. Or players. What I'm sitting up there saying is, as far as that locker room, that man never lost that locker room. Now the thing was this: the Bears did not have.
I'll say he never lost it, but I will say it was questioned at times. At times,
it wasn't even questioned.
It was definitely questioned.
It was never questioned. Anybody that you talk to, they said that man never lost that locker room. And that says a lot about a person, especially when it tells that in 2 years, and they're going to play what?
Between lost the locker room and questioned, there's a difference. Because they never
questioned that locker room.
Justin questioned it. What are you talking about?
He questioned the offensive coordinator. He didn't question the locker room.
The offensive coordinator.
But
he never questioned the locker room.
That's a locker room issue.
No, that's a fucking on the field issue.
Hold on.
That is a coach issue. That's not a fucking locker room.
This is where you gotta listen. Because the coach needed to go to Eberflus. Eberflus needed to go to Getsy and say, hey man, stop shooting that little shit. Just like in Harlem Nights, hey, stop shooting that little shit. Stop throwing them damn screen passes. Let's run some real offense. A real coach does that. Hey, Andy Reid, you know what he does to Nagy when Nagy call him bull? Hey man, I got this because you want something. You want something. I got this right now. Step back.
It's because he's Andy Reid.
Eberflus should have came in and been like, the second game that happened should have been like, hold on, man. We done ran 17 screens in one game.
Hey, Jesse T.
Eberflus should have came to Getsy and been like, what's wrong with you? But he's not a leader of men for real. He's a face because he wants to be a player's guy.
We need to move on to the next topic.
Man, I'm going to move on to you because he ain't no real coach, and that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, we don't know. And I'll put it to you like this. You say he ain't no real coach. Guess what? He your motherfucking coach right now. So that's facts. F-A-C-T-S.
Speaking of the real coach right now, he opened up voluntary practice at Hallis Hall on Monday.
Ain't nobody coming.
Which should be good and well shit. It's voluntary, but shit, it's really involuntary if you think about it.
Ain't nobody coming.
Yeah, people coming.
Oh, they coming.
People are definitely coming.
Because he ain't lost the locker room.
I just said Raheem Morris, bro. Like, Lorenzo is in my head. I promise you, I just said Raheem
You all should go out on a date. You should go on a date.
You should use your eyes.
Hey, it's getting close to fucking 2 hours, man. I think it's time for some motherfuckers.
Yeah, man. I'm concerned with your lack of.
I'm not cued.
Your ass ain't never cued unless you want to cue yourself.
What the heck?
Vision. We.
Frank can cue himself in a heartbeat.
I'm not just gonna sit on the vision thing whenever you guys come up with that, and I can just hit the vision. I'm just gonna leave it on there every freaking time.
So
Stupid.
I was saying about the voluntary practices, and you said nobody coming, and I say motherfuckers are coming because they're excited about what's being built. And yes, the expectations are playoffs. I did say playoffs. We are talking about playoffs.
Well, I mean, you didn't get ready for that one either. Like, I mean, we got one of those too, you know.
Oh no, nobody wants to see that damn Jim Moore shit. Leave that shit where it's at in the past.
We need to get we need that commercial. That commercial with Kevin Hart and Alan. Oh my god, that shit is so fucking funny.
I have no idea what you're talking about. But
So they got Jim Moore.
It's a playoff. The playoffs.
Oh, the playoffs.
Yeah, it's a parody commercial.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Thank you, JB. That's the word I was looking for. But yeah, it's 2 hours, man. So I think we should go ahead and wrap it up. Did you want to say something about the Bulls, though?
Good luck tomorrow.
I'm about to say we'll know tomorrow.
Right, good luck tomorrow.
One and done, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, no, you know what? I do want to talk about that. But like, give me like 2 minutes. Are y'all not tired of this playing BS?
I hate it.
Was it not
fucking hate it?
5 years ago when LeBron James himself said whoever came up with this playing BS needs to be fired.
Yep, and now he only makes it in the
benefited from it the last 4 years. Hey man, back in the day, if you wasn't 1 through 8, guess what? You just wasn't good.
Go hit up the golf course.
You wasn't good enough.
It's the new generation, man. Everybody gets a participation trophy.
Man, that's not sports, foul.
And a pat on the butt.
You know I've coached for years, and I hate that. I do. Participation
shit too.
Sucks. Oh, I got a trophy. What did you do? Showed up and put a jersey on.
Showed up and patted somebody on the ass.
Like what?
I showed up and did the Dale Terry. I'm over there dancing and shit on the side.
You saw that? Hey, time out. Did that not piss you off? I saw it and I was like, dude, you're like the 9th seed. What are you dancing for?
Jack Haley.
You shouldn't have even been drafted. Like, what are you doing?
Jack Haley Part 2.
That's another sport.
we had a comment that just came in, Bulls related too. Look, the Bulls are bad, but the Hawks are worse. Didn't the Hawks just beat us without Trae Young? Without Trae Young? Like, I mean,
like
the Bulls played
right?
like shit versus teams that they should beat.
Hey, look here. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it with all the love, compassion, and pride that I can as a Chicagoan. The only thing we got going for us right now is a hope and a freaking prayer, living on a prayer, look up the song, for the Bears.
It's a good
and
song.
The damn Cubs, of which is killing me, but the Cubs is rolling. They are rolling. They just had a dude right now that has hit a home run in 5 consecutive games. Cubs are rolling, man.
Sox ain't got 5 total home runs.
The Sox got 2 wins,
terrible.
bro. 2.
Terrible.
They're bad.
Tickets on sale, $29 right now. Box seats.
Buy one, get
Let's
one
go.
free.
You said $29 or 29 cents.
Yeah, you can
It's
get them
actually
at like
$29
$5
because
on
you
a
know
weekend.
it's $29. But I ain't paying for parking. I'm Ubering.
I'm gonna be giving some away.
Some Sox tickets?
Yeah.
When?
You can't even get them motherfuckers away.
You can give them to me tomorrow. I'll take the keys.
No, it's because parking costs more than the freaking tickets.
I said I'll Uber.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into some shout outs.
Let's get into some
All
shout
right.
outs.
I'll hit up my Hawk Talk on shout outs. Since JB and Foul, you guys went crazy, and JB's mom was yelling at me.
Y'all took
you
it all
first,
up, man.
Hey, I said
We
I
ain't
know.
even finished talking about the sky.
Ain't nobody give a fuck about the damn Hawks. All they doing is losing and got the number 2 draft pick.
Hey, that's what all we can look forward to right now.
Is there another generational Connor Bedard?
No,
Did that not sound like what we were doing?
we have
last time?
another. If All right, let's start off with this. I think we have 2 more games left in the season, but we already clinched the second worst record in the NHL. So we have second best odds to land the number 1 pick again. Last year we had the third best odds, and we still landed the number 1 pick. The good choice is the team that's worse than us has no fan base whatsoever, and this is another very good player that's coming out, and it's at least another day 1 player who has 4 years experience in college. So he's not a little baby like Connor Bedard is. So hopefully he would be ready right from the get-go. The Bedard. But bringing up the Connor Bedard, so far this year, I mean, he's going to win Rookie of the Year. There's no question about that. That's a cinch. He finished seasons not finished, but as of right now, he is number 1 amongst all rookies in goals and points, and he missed 14 games while still leading all the Blackhawks in goals while still missing 14 games. So, but the one positive things you look at, they did bring up their first-round draft pick from 3 years ago who just finished college. He got knocked out in the Frozen Four tournament, and he signed a couple game contract to play with the Blackhawks.
Scored on his first goal.
Yeah, his second shift in the NHL, his first shot, he scores. Beautiful goal. I always liked the kid when he got drafted too. We still have so many young prospects that are due up, and I made a nice little short about it too. Like, this team is going to be something else, and we'll say 2026. That's when they're going to be projected to actually be a damn good freaking team. So future is bright. That's all I can say about the Hawks. Team sucks right now. You got some young people you're going to work with right now, but it looks good right now unless we pull a White Sox and we just fuck shit up.
Well, in that case, I want to talk about congratulations to the Sky.
Absolutely.
2 Twin Towers that you gone and got. 20 years ago, I would have gave you ladies a shot at the title, but I'm old enough to be y'all daddy now, so I guess.
Daddy.
Good luck. Good luck to y'all ladies. Angel, my Brazilian 6'7" center. I have a hard time. Miss C, I got a hard time pronouncing your name.
I just say Cardosa. Cardosa.
Is it Camila? Camille
Cardosa. I think it's Camille
Cardosa, yeah. KC. All right, KC. Welcome to the Shy. Hey, Angel, welcome to the Shy. And also the girl from Gonzaga, welcome to the Shy. And Teresa Weatherspoon. Remember watching you some years back, many years back. Welcome. Hope you do a great job with the Chicago Sky. Tickets are going up, and I will be at a few games.
Man,
absolutely.
But that's just for the Iowa. I mean, that's just for the Indiana Fever game. Other games, they're a little bit low. All right.
I might have to go to one of them other games then. Shit.
All right, Frank, get them shout out.
That was my shout out. Hawk
what? Oh, well, shit, I guess.
Other than that, I'll give my shout out to my girls who came in. That was the great group of girls that we had come in. We'll definitely get them back in here. It's always nice to hear a woman's perspective on the Chicago Bears. So I thank you all.
Well, okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Foul Mouth C will like to have hits, shout outs. First of all, shout out to all our sponsors. Visions, In the Zone, Moore's Beer, that JB and T Nick and Frank the Tank so lovely enjoy drinking. Looks great, tastes great. Moore's Beer.
Great, looks great, tastes great. Yes, sir.
Also want to give a shout out to our 2 lovely ladies that came in from Mexico today. You can check them out at, is it Bears Girls?
Bears Girls. Bear Girl.
Bear Girl.
Yeah.
Podcast. Yes. Check them out. The lovely ladies. They came on. There are ladies that actually know something about football. And more importantly, about our Chicago Bears. Also want to give a shout out to the chat. The chat was lit tonight. You do have to excuse us for our back and forth banter that we had and our tempers and how we go. Once again, it is all love here at the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast. But thank you for commenting. I will let JB, he will talk about all the new people that were in the comment section. I'll let him do that. Also want to give a shout out to the kiddies who should be sleepy because they do have to go to school in the morning. I want to give a shout out to the Chicago Sky. Once again, mentioned them earlier. The Chicago Blackhawks, the Chicago Cubs, who are winning, looking better than my whack-ass Chicago White Sox. Give a shout-out to the Chicago Bulls. Good luck tomorrow, fellas. You're going to fucking need it. Also, want to give a shout-out to you lovely brothers. T-Nick, Frank the Tank, JB. I want to give a shout-out to my man, Grogu here. Yes, the green man himself. The ladies love him. Give a shout-out to Grogu. You can always catch him on the Disney Plus app. The Mandalorian seasons 1 through 3, season 4 will be coming off, and my man will be on it. Ain't that right, Goku? Fucking right. He says fucking right. Okay. Outside of that, give a shout out to my lovely fiance, and outside of that, I'm done. JB, now to you.
You know, I have the hardest part of the evening. For you wrestling fans, shout out to Bianca Belair on her birthday. We love wrestling around here. Well, I love wrestling around here. Frank, I know you watch a little bit. Shout out to her. And let's get some of those wrestling fans that are also Bears fans. Let's get some of y'all on the show. We would love that.
Hi, Jay Cargill.
That's another show. But yes. That's another show. Shout out first and foremost to you guys. Love doing the show with y'all. My Tuesdays is my Tuesdays because of y'all. Crazy Ace checking in first and foremost. Jeffrey Dale checking in always. Samuel L. F. Blackwell, affectionately known as Black Sam, checking in always. Annette Johnson, Miss JJ was on fire. Hey y'all, she just became a P1 a couple of weeks ago, but like Jeanette been on fire.
Yeah.
Like literally consistently on fire. Don't have to get her on the show one day. Latanya Banks. Latanya, I heard in the chat you were supposed to come on. Where you at, girl? Where you at? Thank you for chiming in. Jessica Trail. Appreciate it. Frank O'Dowd. Who was that guy? But thank you for chiming in, Frank. Joanne Smith. I don't know if this is her first time chiming in. But early on in the show, Joanne had a lot to say. Joanne also stated, y'all ready? She has been a Bears fan since 1963.
Damn.
So that means she saw
the last of the quarterback we had.
Bears, Piccolo. She saw all them brothers, all them guys.
God bless you.
Means that she's had a lot more years of disappointment.
That's what she got a lot more years of knowledge. So shout out to Joanne.
Absolutely.
Joanne Smith, who was on, like she was on fire for like a good 30, 40 minutes. Love to see her. Artie said, shout out to Jesse. I said, yeah. Hey, my man Toussaint came back in. Thank you, Toussaint. Let's see. Oh, a lot of repeat. Every time, repeat business is good business, y'all. We all trying to strive and make money. Shout out to Moore's Beer again, because you need to raise your standards. And I'm the only one drinking Moore's nowadays because some people.
It ain't me. I need to bring this shit up on me.
Other people. Well, I just do it this way.
I gotta
don't drink no more. He don't. Hey, Frank. He doesn't promote the product.
I got my bourbon.
I got.
Well, now you got to support the product, man. The boy's Lightfinger.
I played a commercial.
Hey. No,
I gotta drink it.
Yes. Shout out to Easy. Catch Easy on when does Easy come on now? Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays?
When he shows up.
Whatever the fuck he wants.
Easy's a pop-up shop. Shout out to him. Hey. Shout out to Lorenzo Clemens, Chicago resident, our Big Ten ref always. Hey, here's a new one. Sergio Sanchez. Sergio came in and gave some nice comments. We appreciate you, Sergio. Keep watching the show. Our ladies that came in, wow, how awesome was that? That we as Bears fans know that we are, what do they call that? Trans-global. So we are overseas. We know we got brothers in across the pond in Bellissimo. Now we know we got sisters from Monterey to Mexico City all the way to Northern California with the Bear Girls group. we'll take and love that. Appreciate that. Let's see what else we got. My man Bullets, my brother from another checked in.
King T just checked in too.
Who did?
King T.
Okay, I'll get to that. My man Brandon Morgan. Shout out to Leo High School. You want some good football coaching and a good education? Send them to Leo. My man Brandon Morgan got you, especially on that offensive defensive line. Shout out Big B for chiming in. Let's see who else we got. Oh man. Wow, there's a lot of back and forth. I love it though. Hey, Dr. Truth came. Dr. Truth. Hey, Frank. I don't know what this means, but Dr. Truth at 944 said, Frank, Por que le gusta la salsa?
I don't speak Spanish, dude. I'm Puerto Rican. I don't speak Spanish.
Well, that's your fault. Shit.
It is my fault. I ain't gonna lie. But it's my mama's fault too. Sorry, Mom. You never taught me.
Don't put that on your mama.
Hey, man, leave moms out of this.
We'll say it this way, and this is where I actually side with the Bear Girls on this one, because I dropped out of Spanish before I failed it, because I failed a project that was worth 70% of my grade because my mom helped me with it, and she used too advanced of words, and that's why I failed. After that, I never wanted to learn Spanish.
That's a very fucking sad story, Frank.
Because y'all was speaking, y'all was speaking real Spanish. That bull we learned in school, that conjugation shit, that's bull. But again, shout out to them. Hey, Marvin's perspective from the other side. That's a new one, y'all. That could be a podcast or just somebody chiming in for us and just join the club at a new time. Marvin, thank you. Next time you come in, Marvin, please, if you got a podcast or something going on, drop it in the chat so we can represent you, because we appreciate you representing us.
Hey,
Get
Frank, Jeanette just
Duolingo.
gave you a suggestion. She said, get on Duolingo.
Oh, that sounds kind of hot. What is that, Duolingo?
I think it's an app where you can learn Spanish.
Think technology. Get out the bed.
My mom got my 8-year-old son a little Spanish translator thing, and I might just start using it.
Hey, he, like you alluded to at 1013, thank you, King T7. He asked, what's the name of that track, y'all? I'm feeling that. Pete, don't tell him what that is.
It's called Jokes on You by Emilio Buck. I'm going to put the link up in the group. So if you aren't in the group, get in the group. I'm going to post the link up.
So thank you, King T7, for chiming in, brother. We appreciate the love. Last but not least, like I already said, shout out to y'all. Shout out to Moors. Shout out to the Bears. My God, my fandom is my greatest strength and my greatest weakness. But I'm ride or die. Shout out to SB. And shout out to, if we only got one person, and I mean one, watching the show, we know it's the P1, the Day One Original, most affectionately known as the podcast mom, Miss Sandra Bonham Holmes. Love you, lady. See you soon. Mother's Day special. Mom gonna make an appearance.
For real? She coming?
That's the plan.
Okay, that'll be dope. That'll be dope.
Once again, we do apologize for going back and forth. We do argue like the barbers off
I don't apologize for that.
From My T Shark coming to America. You must be out your goddamn man.
Hey, compared to Muhammad Ali,
Frazier, the greatest.
Marciano ain't shit. He whooped Joe Louis.
I don't know how old he was. He got his ass whipped.
Joe Louis was 137 years old when he fought.
Man, you ain't never met Martin Luther the King.
Yes, I did.
All right, so I'm gonna try to keep this short.
No, you're not.
Yeah. It'll be shorter than yours. I promise that.
This is a good pause, though.
I do.
Again with the low-hanging fruit, bro? Really? That's like saying the Bulls lost. Hey, that's like saying the Bulls lost.
So I do want to shout out everybody in the chat. I'm not gonna go over all the names, but I do want to give specific mention to everybody in the chat who did not comment. If you did not comment, you are officially a lurker.
L for love. Good times.
Always on cue for
Frank,
that.
thirsty than a motherfucker. Wait.
Always on cue for that. God damn.
But we appreciate you anyway for watching us and putting up with our foolishness. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I do want to give a big shout out to the Bear Girls, not Bears, Bear Girls, for taking the time out to come on. I don't even know what time it is over there, but thank you for coming out and being on this podcast for like an hour, putting up with our shit.
All three of them are in 3 different time zones too. So
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, all
man.
3 of them are in 3 different.
That's crazy. So yeah, I mean, for them to coordinate and get on here at the same time, that was dope. And we really enjoyed having them on here. So thank you, Bear Girls, and everybody in the chat. Go check them out. Go follow them. Also, I want to say tomorrow is the Funny People at Bar 10 Doors. Bar 10 Doors on Facebook. I was gonna say Bear 10 Doors, but no, it's Bar 10 Doors on Taylor Street. Chris, don't do that. Bar 10 Doors on Taylor Street. The Funny People, hosted by Leon Rogers. He was on here, a couple weeks ago? And he's hilarious. And he hosts an open mic. If you think that you have some kind of talent, whether it be singing, rapping, it's still not longer than you, JB. Whether it be singing, rapping, spoken word, or you got jokes, make sure you let one of us know. We will let them know to put you on the ticket, and you can go on stage and do what you do.
Put Grogo to sleep.
I put Grogu. I'm just about finished now. So I want to thank everybody for watching. We surely appreciate it. And I think that is just about it.
Oh, don't remember to like and subscribe to the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast. Leave comments, like and subscribe, please. We appreciate it. We really do.
Especially when we got one of our P1s. Lorenzo, love you, bro, but please go over to YouTube.
Yes.
You on Facebook.
Subscribe on YouTube as well as Facebook, but YouTube is more important. That is the platform that we plan on going to, and that's going to be the only platform. So please, 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 if you are on Facebook, please make a switch over to YouTube. Because it doesn't cost. It's free. Everybody like free.
You ain't lying, shit.
So please jump over to YouTube and subscribe, like, catch up on all other episodes where we had different Bears players. We're going to have a lot more this upcoming season. We'll have more. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, so that's it for my shout outs. Y'all got anything else y'all want to say?
Peace, love, and
soul. Okay, well, I guess not.
You got to decide whether you're a wolf or a sheep.
Thought you were rocking out the Soul Glow Coming to America right there.
I need that. I need not the actual hairdo, but I
would pay to see that fucking hairdo on you.
I would never. My hair wouldn't even grow that long, man.
Halloween costume. Halloween.
Yeah.
Randy Watson.
Lisa dumped me.
Get you out of these clothes.
Hey, what are you doing? It's just halftime.
What a great freaking
Oh my
movie.
God. Oh my God. Y'all stupid, man. This has been a Chicago Clubhouse Network production.
You're still here. It's over. Go home.
Good night, Good night, Australia.
Good night, Ecuador. See you soon.